What do you think of me, Jag?
It's very British. Is it British? Does it count as what era of Jag?
I have no idea. I know it's an X308, and they made it until 2001. I know it's very loud and it has 300 horsepower, or it used to. Gonna need more exhaust than that. That might be the loudest thing I've ever heard. That is a Jaguar XJ8. It has the 4-litre V8 instead of the 3.2-litre V8. It is rear-wheel drive. It has just under 300 horsepower. It's 1,700 kilograms. This one has no catalytic converters, and so the exhaust just vents straight out into the engine bay, hence the racket. So that'll need some doings. It might have a limited slip differential, I'll check. Interior looks to be in pretty good condition apart from the door card that Big Dave and I just booted off.
You just 2 legs?
2 legs!
That's better. Thank you, sir.
Superb. Welcome, David.
Come in.
Welcome to the Jaguar. It's probably got a problem with the alternator because of the flickering headlights, but this is going to be the next sort of track project, not a drift project, but just a beater for, I guess, winter track days, which again, we'll just try and spend absolutely no money on it, but it is a giant barge. That should be a very comfortable track car. I kid you not, this is the cheapest XJ8 for sale today, except it's not for sale anymore because I paid £550 for it. Almost criminal how small an amount of money I paid for it. So we'll get it on the ramps, we'll have a look and see what we find.
It's also, it smells.
It smells, yeah, there's a lot. There's a very strong smell of fumes in here from the 10 seconds that it was on. Right, would you mind just checking my jack points and then we'll have a look at the rust? I mean, the underside. And also, I think it's got pieces of box section welded on the sills.
Yeah, that's just the sills.
Look at that. Is that... I mean, it's weird.
That is weird, but yeah, if I was jacking up, that's exactly where I would.
That's where I put on that box section that's under the sills.
Yeah, that's where I would go.
Well, I've gone on that on all sides.
Okay then.
Send. You want to jiggle it?
Give it a jiggle, see if it falls off. No, we're all good.
See if the rust falls through.
That's not my breath.
Yeah, that's fumes. Yeah, that's the cancer. The only car to ever be comfortable at Crail. Now, question number 1, does it have air suspension?
No.
Yes! Oh, that's...
Even McPherson struts, it shocks and springs on the front as well.
What? Oh, good, that means we can chop them.
Yeah.
That's a why is it curved?
What's what curve?
The spring. Why is it curved?
No, that's not uncommon for
It's bendy.
Yeah.
Man, that is rusty.
It is rusty. I'll go all the way up so you don't have to stand.
Stand underneath it like a
Stand
peasant.
underneath it like
Oh
a
my
peasant.
goodness. It's got a wee stag on the front of it. Well, woo. The first problem is the exhausts.
Yep.
Which are
Right
right there. That's where the exhausts go. But there's good access there.
Yep, you're right.
So I'll order some flanges.
We can make this work.
Just fucking bring it down and dump it out the side there. Or join it. The thing is, I thought about just take it to an exhaust shop and say, please, spend 200 quid and join those 2 pipes together. Though these look newer than the rest. Wow. Is this an ocean-going vehicle?
It appears so. This is lived near. This is lived at the seaside. That's what this is.
I wouldn't like to put your screwdriver of truth on this.
Although you see, you say that, but it doesn't actually.
It'd be like if there's little, structural hard points like that.
They're still hard.
That are still hard. That's good.
The big flakes, they're not. All that stuff's heavy steel. None of that's what I'm worried about.
Thing is, even if it doesn't, hey, it's got a new brake line, complete with a cable tie. That's how you know it's a quality job.
That's how you
Look at it. Ooh, it's a bit bendy. Wow, and what does that do? It goes underneath whatever that subframe thing is. It goes, oh yeah, it's very important. You need to get your brake line to rub like that. Oh, like this. It's very important to make sure it rubs on stuff.
It's not going to rub.
That's key. Alright.
Because it's not actually attached, we'd be more worried about it. It's not in.
We might need more brake pressure than that, David.
That's not on. That's not attached.
Yeah. Let's not take this to Crail tomorrow.
Hence this.
Hence the generous coating of assorted oil. How are the various knuckles and things looking? Track rod ends? It probably needs 2 track rod ends. That one looks a bit knackered.
When you say needs 2 track rod ends,
The man said.
it's not getting track rod ends.
No, it's not.
Because it doesn't need them. It's not getting them.
It's not. How old do we think this oil filter is? Is it dated in decades yet? Because it's been repainted so that it looks new.
Is it original?
Radiator. Give us a quick looky look. I'd just like to see if this is it.
It's the coolant roundabout, the oil filter. That's the.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's good.
That's always.
That's what you want, right?
It's confident, inspiring, right there.
Yeah.
Well, at least we can get to the alternator. It's right there.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. We need
Just
that.
take the oil filter off to get access, and then put the same oil filter back on again.
Back on again. Yeah.
Another good cable tie here. What's that one doing? Don't know. That might be factory.
Factory cable ties.
Factory cable ties. Yeah, this has got to be seaside, David.
Yeah. There's all the plugs for the
Oh, check that.
sensors. What you got?
Who did that? And what were they up to at the time?
Got an exhaust off.
So it probably is there a matching one on this side?
No, they've just gone.
They just went screw it.
Yeah.
I like to see domestic electrical connectors on my cars as well.
Do you think that's why it's
Those-
got a warning for the gearbox?
It could be.
Wait, how many wires that got?
4?
That's an O2 sensor.
Well, I think the O2 sensors are on the passenger seat floor.
Yeah, it's got 4.
I mean, it does have an assortment of engine management lights.
Well, not so bad.
What's that? That's a big beefy air strap, that one.
And it's still attached, which is a good thing.
Which is what you want. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
For what we want.
other than the rusty chassis,
Yeah.
which isn't
Which isn't a problem for track days.
the engine looks not bad. It's dry in all the right places.
Yeah, because I really spent time inspecting that a
It's
lot.
orange around it. I mean, it's whatever that red.
It does
It's
have
everywhere.
it does have a low coolant warning on the dash when you turn it on. What is this? This is a weird like chassis stiffener thing there. What's that connected to? Subframe anti-roll bar. That's a really forward anti-roll bar. Look at that.
I know. And really, really thick. Like Jesus, wet.
But hollow.
Oh, is it?
Hollow, that one. Back one, let's have a look ski. Because I bet this is a subframe drop for a rear anti-roll bar.
If that's hollow, that's fucking thick and hollow.
32 mil, according to my reading.
Jesus.
So there's one Korean company makes an uprated one, and all they just do is put the same size bar on. It's just thicker, and the rear one apparently is inside the subframe,
Oh, handy.
which makes it a bleeding nightmare to get it off. So
Probably staying.
it's probably never going to move. So
Wherever.
what else we got here?
It's been a
What
long.
on
It's been a
earth
long
is
time
that?
since I've seen a universal joint on.
Dave, what is that?
It's a universal joint.
Is that the drive shaft
Yeah, it's just a stand.
on a big ass rose joint?
No fucking constant velocity. It's just plain old-fashioned universal joints.
Does that mean this is technically a live axe?
No.
Oh wait, hang on. Spin that.
No.
Okay, so just open diff at the back.
Plain old open diff.
Sad diff. Yeah, it's a subframe drop for the diff as well. So,
Yeah.
so fuck that.
Which is also weeping from the drain or fill. Can't tell.
Diff weep. Oh, is this the anti-roll bar?
Yeah, that's it. That's your anti-roll bar there. It's very. You're upgraded.
There's no way that can be the anti-roll bar.
It's the anti-roll bar.
Surely not.
Yes. That's bottom of suspension.
Wow.
That's your subframe.
Okay, so the anti-roll bar is the length of my arm. That is the smallest anti-roll. That's like a teeny tiny pretend anti-roll bar.
But yeah.
Okay. So, whole exhaust at the back here. Hopefully we can just take that off and just maybe you can just side exit it.
Throw it away, yeah.
Side exit at the front and then
What are you saying?
bring it down out there and then flatten it so that when we chop the springs and it's scraping off the floor.
You can order like oval tube.
Oval tube, yeah, yeah. Mind you, that might be more money than I'm willing to spend on this thing. And just bash it with a hammer. It's got a big dent in the boot there. I mean, it's worth 500 quid, assuming that's not a head gasket.
Yeah.
In which case, we'll just run it till it dies.
Yeah.
And then sell the interior. I need to have a look at what the... gives me a look at the brakes here. See, do I have brakes left?
Low coolant, you mean none?
Where's my coolant, David? See that? That's where it's supposed to be.
The small pink puddle at the bottom.
That's where the coolant
Because
used to be.
The rest of it's
Falling out.
all over the engine.
Okay, well we'll just take water to grill. Yep. Give me a look at my brakes. Can I have some torch action?
Actual anywhere like bleedingly obvious where the pink's coming out, but it just appears to be everywhere. It's weird. It's everywhere.
That's
That's the wrong radiator. That's the air god.
was that there going? Oh yeah, I was hoping to have a look at the
Yeah,
radiator,
can't
but you cannot.
Can't see the front of it.
Mind you,
all we know.
through the fan here,
Yeah,
it
it
looks
looks
to be in decent shape.
Yeah.
It's hard to give us a wee bit of light on that.
Looks alright.
Fins look a bit of
Mostly finny.
maybe been replaced at some point. What's that? Is that a pipe rub through maybe? Or mind you, it could just be water from the trailer on the way here. How much brake meat is left?
No idea.
Can have a look from down this side. Oh, that has some discs.
It has disc.
Is it drums or discs at the back? Discs again? Ooh, they have been used for a while.
Oh, they are. Oh, well, of course not, because the fucking brake pipe's not attached.
Maybe that's how. That's the opposite of drift.
They're doing fuck all at the back here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, those. Yeah. So we'll just make a new joint in the brake pipes, and then we'll see if we can get them to bleed. No, the bleed thing's still covered up. That's they might bleed.
Right.
Exhaust, brakes, grill.
Exhaust brakes, fill it with water,
Oh, yeah.
grill. Maybe check the engine oil, we'll see. Right, superb. But not tomorrow, it's too late.
No.
Since it's now, 6:25, and we leave for Crail in
12 hours.
13 hours, 12, 13 hours. That'll do for a winter beater.
What have you done? That was a ball. 30 minutes ago, that was a ball.
You jackass.
I threw it for you.
You betrayed us. Right, there's my Jag, Dave. Marks out of 5 for my £500 Jag.
Oh, for a £500 Jag, that's it. What? 8. Good.
8 out of 5.
Good solid. 8 out of 5.
8 out of 5, okay, that's a result. Good, so are you more willing to work on this than the Range Rover was?
Well, yeah, because we don't care about this.
Yeah,
This is just going on a track.
this is going to track. This is literally because that's f***ed, that's f***ed, that's f***ed, and that's f***ed, and so we bought another one that's f***ed so that we can take it to the track. I'll have to find out what size the wheels are, or the wheel fitment, and then get hub adapters so that we could put all the Subaru alloys on the same car, so we don't have to buy new wheel stock.
Yes.
And then, of course, strip all the interior out and make it race.
Superleggera.
Superleggera! Although I did see one guy said, how do you make an XJ8 faster?
Right.
Said, sell the XJ8, buy the XJR. But for us, we'll just strip the weight out, put a exhaust on it. A silencer of some sort.
Yes. Because although poking out the sides is good, it won't make it any quieter. It
No.
will just sound like that
It'll just sound like that,
over there a bit.
but to the side. Okay, I'll give that some thought. Have you still got any mufflers in your garage? Scooter mufflers or Mercedes mufflers?
Maybe we might just have to get something.
The thing is, you could just buy them off AliExpress and
Something short and shit.
short and shit, but you know, a token muffler.
Yeah, something just to make it just that tad quiet.
Just to take the edge off a little bit. Have a look at my torque converter. See if it's ever been off.
Well, it's not wet, so that's a good start.
It hasn't spun in 1,000 years. Cool. No mega surprises under here. No holes in the chassis or obvious signs of imminent death. Apart from the rear brakes, that would be an imminent death. I don't know why it's so wacky though.
It's not, it's just...
It's like, ooh, whoa.
Well, pass it MOT, that's all it's to do. Just be there, not be rusty. Work. But it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It just expresses brake fluid on the side. Alright, well, good. There's weight that can be removed. We can see the exhausts, get a few bolts behind it, and nut it up, and put on an exhaust, and take whatever this is off. Sweet! Right, so if you get any bright ideas, let me know.
Not sell it.
Not sell it, not scrap it,
Eventually.
not turn it into an XKR. Suggestions, particularly suggestions about how we can beef up that rear anti-roll bar so that it does more pivot without having to spend £400 on a rear anti-roll bar. I don't want to do that. Anyway, bye.